time I smile. Then I see the goddamn UV lights. You know, more people kill themselves than are killed by virals these days. Guess they need some kind of purpose. Purpose?
Got water for
Well,
sale? I'll
don't come easy
crystal
around
per
here.
gallon.
Howdy. It's nice to see a new face. Got a gig as a finisher tomorrow. Someone's got to take care of the biters roaming the streets around the Bazaar
Bill.
at dawn.
How's New Paris holding up? I have a cousin there.
Good Lord, take Erica in with you. Erica. Well, her sometimes cold exterior was well known to those around her. But was it not she who carried little Camel, her neighbor's son, to safety when the infected attacked them? Was it not she who donated vegetables to the most needy during the immigration crisis? Let us remember that, Erica. Damn vile work.
Hey, kid. You know some old world folks recorded audio time capsules when they realized the shit was gonna hit the fan? Gotta look inside buildings to find them, though. I'm so thirsty.
Hey, watch where you're going. What a day. No frigging way I can do it. 5 years of learning and all for nothing. I just have to get it right this time.
How easy?
What's the problem?
Hey, aren't you the pilgrim they wanted to hang? Man, you were in luck there. I could use some of that luck. I'm Alberto's apprentice. Not for long, probably. It's the third time I'm taking a shot at this test. If I fail again, Craftmaster Alberto's gonna kick me out.
What's this test about?
I have to design something useful for the citizens. I already invented underwater reading glasses for Alberto, then a retractable dog leash, but he kept jamming. And besides, we have no dogs here. All my ideas are worthless. Now is my last chance to prove that I am not worthless. So I spent the last several weeks walking around the bazaar and thinking hard. And then, I hit it. Our goats. They're kept in cages because they eat crops. But life in cages makes them sad, and they give less milk. So I came up with the idea of a fence. energized with just a tiny bit of voltage. That would keep the goats under control, but let them produce more milk. I called this invention the electric fence.
So, what seems to be the problem with this invention of yours?
I'm missing a few parts, and they're not that easy to get. I'm worried I won't be ready on time. Maybe you could help me. If you find them for me, I'll give you one of my super cool inventions.
Nothing to do with goats, I hope.
Nah, something much more interesting. You'll see. I just need some electric parts. I'll dismantle them for resistors and other useful things. As far as I know, they could be found in 2 places. One's an old hardware store on Fitzwilliam Place, near the water tower. Alberto says they'll be there for sure. But it's a dark place, full of turned creatures. You have to go there at night.
And the other option?
Whatever's left of military patrols. I know of one place south of Horseshoe, near the old electrical substation. Bandits roam in the area, so it's possible there's nothing left there. In which case you'll have to look for other patrol remains, or take a night trip to the store.
Looks like you're in luck after all. I have the parts you need on me.
Are you serious? That's just fantastic! Heaven must have sent you.
Here.
I don't know how to thank you. One more thing. Could you help me set up my show? My installation's right outside the main entrance. Turn it on, please. I'll go get Alberto. Wait till he sees it. Meet me by the goat pen then, near the wall.
The Bazaar today. The wind is blowing from the east. That's a bad omen.
Howdy. Nice to see a new face.
Don't recognize me? Or are you allergic to making money? Listen, Pilgrim. We can make a killing, you and me. You just need to get me some beets, radishes, parsnips.
There he is. Grab him, Ed. He's a murderer.
What?
Julian, Luke's been poisoned. From the water you sold him, Devin says.
What? But I don't sell water.
Liar. Luke told me he got it from you. Whatever's in it has him ranting and raving now.
You sure he didn't blame me after he started renting?
Oh, wait a minute. Do you have proof?
Of course. The water came in a bottle. Luke got that water in one of your bottles. When I tell Carl about this, you'll hang!
Bevan, wait! I swear, I don't even sell water, damn it!
If you're lying, Julian, you're fucking toast.
Haven't seen my kids in months because of this.
Wait, so then, if you're not selling water, how'd someone get a hold of one of your bottles?
Knowing that shithead Luke, he probably stole it. That would be like him. Even if he did, my water's pure as melted snowflakes.
So, maybe it's revenge.
For what? Everyone loves me. Never had an enemy in my life. Wait a second. Wait. Shit. Except maybe Marco. That bastard. Come to think of it, he's got an axe to grind for me. It was a long time ago. Never mind. Listen. He lives above an old shop on the west end of Villador, on Houndfield Lane. I traded him a few kilos of my finest flour for the water. Prove he poisoned it, and half my flour is yours. Can you do that for me?
I guess I could check it out.
And there's one more thing. I'm a little embarrassed. Hans might also have a bottle of this water.
I thought you weren't selling it.
I'm not, except, well, to Hans and... Can you go warn him? He's also on Houndfield, a few buildings down.
Something's fishy about this, Julian. Look, you better be telling the truth, otherwise it'll be hard to help you.
I want to be burned to ashes scattered on the street with the rest of my family.
Hey, that's the Pilgrim.
Yeah, I'm missing foil for the roof.
I'm not doing that much better.
Have you made up with your brother yet?
He needs to apologize first.
You come back with your wife tomorrow.
Everything all right?
No, it's grilled. The goat is grilled. I'm such an idiot.
What happened?
I must have overcalculated the voltage.
See? He's useless.
I'm sorry. I don't know how I could get it so wrong.
I told you it would be a waste of time.
Why? I don't think so. This is very... It has big, huge...
You're saying it has potential.
Potential, yes. It could be an effective weapon.
A weapon?
It's a ready formula. If you just use it on a weapon, it could raise your odds against turned creatures. The brave goat gave its life to science. There's dinner for everyone. And you? I take you as, and pronounce you,
Craftmaster? Really? Oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you.
We'll talk later. Come, Vincenzo.
I can't thank you enough. Here, take this. If it's not strong enough, come around to my Craftmaster workshop.
Sure, thanks. Just, watch yourself out there, okay?
No worries, friend.
Sometimes if I stay out too long, it whelms me.
Nature takes pity and gives us. We citizens have seen it all. Why don't you move along, Pilgrim?
I craft and carry only the finest. Do come and visit again, won't you?
Haven't seen my kids in... months because of this ridiculous blockade at the center.
Hey, that's the... Pilgrim!
Been 11 years since the chemical bombing almost killed everyone in the city.
You look familiar.
Yeah, the guy who almost got hanged.
Why worry? You're standing here, aren't you?
Excuse me?
Look, we had no choice. If you had turned like we thought you were gonna, it would have been a massacre.
A crowd of people against one infected. Odds were in your favor.
Huh. I see you already got a marker. More time you spend here, more you'll understand. Our rules are strict, but that's how we survive.
Sure.
I wish someone would deal with the assholes that hijacked our water.
Got a headache? Use herbs.
Looking at all the dead people?
It says here they're missing.
Same difference. They never find them anyway.
Now then why the board?
It's been 15 years. Many people disappeared back then. My neighbor lost his 2 kids. But life goes on. Except, nobody has the courage to take those photographs down. But it's hopeless. Since there are no night runners, the search always ends the same.
Have you heard of kids who were in the GRE tests?
Huh. And who wasn't in the tests? The young, the old, the blind, the deaf. Everyone came to find a vaccine. Some for cash, others to cheat destiny and not get infected. But that was the devil's bargain of Villador. Walled in with the plague, but given the chance to be the ones who gave the cure to the world. Well, the virus won. The study was eventually discontinued. And the children? Officially, no one tested on children. Human rights and other crap.
And unofficially?
And unofficially. Apparently, some of the kids were taken out of the city. The rest, well, they just scattered around the city, abandoned. If the infected didn't get them, then hunger or darkness did.
Where are all these kids at now?
After all those years, most of them are probably dead. If someone got luckier and is still wandering around, they would probably be in the Central Loop. More peacekeepers there. Easier to survive.
Someone must know more.
Why? The past is the past, and there's no point in dredging it back up. Everyone has their own problems. Here and now, Pilgrim. Everyone fights for themselves.
Some days, I wonder, what's the point of all this, you know?
I keep telling everyone we should be getting ready for winter.
Hans? Hans, you there? Hans?
What the hell?
Stop! Don't drink that water!
Water? This isn't water. Oh, that moron must have taken the wrong bottle again. Forget his own head if it weren't stuck on his shoulders.
And what did you mean by the wrong bottle?
He always takes a little rocket fuel with him when he goes hunting. But the booze is right here. That means he's got water.
Where is he?
And what business is that of yours?
The water he got from Julian. It might be contaminated.
He's hunting at this, the military tower, a few hundred meters west of here. Unless he's at the courts.
I'll go to the tower. You check the courts, fast.
Wait, wait! Take the booze with you, in case he's already drunk some of the water. I bet what's in this bottle will kill whatever's in that one.
This ends here. Take the fucker down. Gotcha, you piece of shit. Take some of this. Surprise, asshole! Done this, asshole! Shove it up your... Try this on for size. You're all mine. This ends here. Dodge this. Try this. This ends here. Take some of this. Anybody else sees this shit?
This way! Let's teach him a lesson. Ready for this?
Aiden, how's it been, kid? Got the dates for City Life yet?
I've been here and there.
You know, the best parties always have to be the center. And that's where we're going. I have a plan for how to get there. I'll tell you everything on the spot. Meet me on the roof, near the main metro station.
Hans? Hans?
Oh, you old fool.
Hans? Hans? Are you Hans?
What do you want?
Did you drink any of that water?
Goddamn right I did. Tasted like piss.
It's your booze. Take it. Your wife said chug. Drink it already.
Bullshit.
What?
My wife said that? My Anna?
She thinks the alcohol's strong enough to burn the poison out of your system.
Ha! My woman. So she loves me after all, despite her bitching and moaning. And they say romance is dead. Here, for making my day. And maybe saving my life.
Look, you need any help getting back?
Nah, I'm good. Me and this bottle of booze still got some work to do.
Great. Another water thief. Just what I need. Between thieves and infected, I'll be out of business soon.
I'm here because a guy named Julian claims you sold him poisoned water.
I didn't poison anything. All right?
Julian claims otherwise.
Sure. Listen to the guy who sold me flour mixed with plaster. If you're not the thief, how are you with infected? I need to get rid of those things down there. If not, I'm done here. Poison water or not.
Okay, I'll get rid of the infected, and you tell me what happened. Deal?
Sure. Deal. Way, kid.
All right, okay, you're safe. Now, what's the story with the water?
Wait. So you really are one of those fucked up pilgrims.
Like, fucked up?
Now we're safe. Gotta be a fucking criminal. Or pretty damn fucked up to drag your ass hundreds of miles through a world full of virals. Fucked up in a good way, of course.
So, what about the water?
There ain't nothing wrong with my water.
The man at the bazaar was poisoned. And you'll be blamed if he dies.
Damn it. Okay. It was an accident. Okay? An accident. It's because of these goddamn thieves.
Thieves?
They're always stealing my water. I can't take it anymore. So, I decided to set the trap.
So you deliberately poisoned the water to kill the bandits?
Not quite. At least, I didn't mean to. A while ago, I killed this viral that came crawling in here. And the fucker fell straight into a tub. The whole tub fucking ruined. Then I got this idea. Why don't I teach these bastards a lesson? So I filled some bottles with the zombie water, sent them out where they'd be easy to see. They were never supposed to make it into the bazaar. Guess I was sauced up and accidentally sold a few bottles to Julian. Look, I'll give you all the flour I got. I'll even throw something extra. Just don't tell anybody. I'd be ruined.
Just be honest and tell your story to the bazaar. It was an accident.
You nuts? No one would buy even a drop of water from me ever again.
I won't let Julian hang for something he didn't do.
Fuck Julian. I got my own skin to save. So that's a story you ain't going to tell. What's the...
Gotcha, you're all... How you like me now, motherfucker? Shoot it!
wind's blowing from the east? That's bad omen. Aiden, you look like you just outran death herself. You okay? Get inside, Aiden. Don't stay out at night. That's when the monsters come.
Haven't seen my kids in months because
Aiden!
What's going on?
Bevan's husband is dead. Julian's been accused of murdering him by poisoning his water.
Aiden, please, tell them it wasn't me.
Julian is innocent. A viral fell into a supplier's storage tub. The guy drunkenly sold Julian contaminated water. It wasn't a murder.
You'd swear to that before the Bazaar Council?
Yeah.
Where's that supplier? He's going to stand trial in—
Marco is dead. I killed him.
And my job here is done.
It's okay. I forgive you. That scum Marco got what he deserved. Thank you, Aiden. Half of my flour is yours.
Yeah, the flour mixed with plaster?
Huh? No. Where'd you hear that? Oh, yeah, so once, but yeah, you know, it...
Yeah, keep the plaster. Just pay me and we'll be even.
All right. I'll tell Bevan what happened.
Got a headache? Use herbs. Fever? Herbs. Diarrhea? You're on your own, man.
Water runs out. We're all gonna be fucking PKs.
Family is family. Maybe to you, I am always mine. At least I have a reason to look for an apartment. Burned to ash and scattered on the street. The rest of us.
Man, I'm so thirsty.
People seem to like him. Anyone can piss anyone else off, you know.
Anyone else see that? You gotta take a look at this. Never mind.
be.
Just calm down. There are a lot of them. But I am protected. Ointment.
Fuck me. People will always complain. We're alive, and that's what counts.
Hakon.
You're a better climber than one crazy girl I used to know. She was something. She even wanted to climb the tallest building in the city, the VNC Tower.
Was she one of your wives?
Almost. Too hot-tempered, even for my tastes.
What about this passage to the center?
Right. Look, from this roof you can clearly see the Peacekeeper's base.
So the PK run the city?
They sure think they do. That's what they need the uniforms and ranks for. They tattoo them. They're fucking obsessed with hierarchy. But they don't control the city. At least not all of it.
Who controls the rest?
The Colonel. The Renegades. Oh, you won't meet them here. For now.
So you brought me here to take a look at the Peacekeepers?
The PK are your ticket to the center. I told you the only way to get there is through the metro tunnels. I'll go inside and draw their attention away from the platform. Then you enter the metro technical station. There's an airlock there. We'll take it together to the central loop.
We can't just ask them to let me through?
No chance. Right now, each new face they see belongs to a suspect in their commander's murder. They know me. I trade with them sometimes. I deliver lamps from the girls, or goods from dark zones. There might be a few infected there. Nothing a pilgrim can handle, though. When you get to the main station, let me know. Now you better get some sleep. You'll head out at night, when there's less infected in the tunnels.
Hakon, there's a creature I haven't seen before.
What does it look like?
Not a big one. Extremely fast.
Probably a bolter. You can find some interesting stuff on them. But catching one requires serious hunting skills. Now is not the best time for this, Aiden. Head for the tunnels.
Old Hank was mugged for a bottle of water yesterday. Things are getting out of control. We need the juice to turn on the UVs. Get on top and activate the windmill, will ya? Do I know?
I'm in the tunnel.
Okay. Now watch out for the infected. There might be a few, or a few dozen. I'm already in the PK base. I'll throw a UV flare through the vent, and you'll see how to get to the main station.